Interest rates, they're too high, home prices are too expensive, so I'm just gonna wait for rates to come down and then I'm gonna buy. Guess what? Everyone else has that same exact strategy, so just stop. Because everyone's gonna do it. And you know what's gonna happen? Anybody remember 2021, 2022 even? Massive bidding wars, going 100,000 above asking, 40 people trying to get the same house. That's what happens when interest rates drop. So don't be like everybody else. You be smart, get your house now. Yes, it's gonna cost you a little bit more per month until rates do come down. That's just the fact of it, right? When rates are higher, your mortgage payment's higher. I wish I could fix that, but the only thing that will fix that is obviously lower interest rates. But let's take it a step deeper. No one's talking about everything, right? We're talking about home prices, home values, the future. Like when you're buying a house, are you gonna live in it for a few weeks and then sell it, move on to another one? No, you're probably gonna be there for a few years. So let's think a few years into the future when you were thinking of buying a house. So let's get into it. For this example, I'm using $1 million house. I'm just doing that for easy math, but we can plug this same example into literally anything. In fact, if you've got a house that you're thinking about buying, but you're waiting for rates to come down or a price point, just hit me up. I can do this exact same exercise. It doesn't take that long and it's really easy to do. $1 million. Let's just say for easy math, you're gonna put $200K down, so we're gonna do a loan of $800,000. Now I know rates are probably a little bit higher than what this says right now, but again, this is just for an example, so don't freak out. But let's just say the rate is 6.5% today. And let's say 6 months from now, the rate will drop to 5.5% today. The one thing we always forget to talk about is home appreciation, home values, home prices, right? So if the house is $1 million today, do you think it's still gonna be $1 million 6 months from now if rates are a full percent lower? Probably not. I think realistically, and this number I feel like is still stupid low, but I'm giving everyone the benefit of the doubt to show you the real numbers here. So let's just say a very, very simple 2% appreciation value. That would mean that that home, instead of $1 million, is now $1,020,000 and some change. We're still gonna do our same, 200K down, so now we're financing $816K, the rate's 5.5%. You gotta do about, 204K down. If we wait a year, if values go up by just under 3%, about $1,030,000, down payment will increase by about $1,000 from where it was 6 months prior, raise 5.5%. So let's get into the payment difference. A 1% difference from that 6.5 to 5.5 on that $800,000 loan is gonna be a difference of $421. So yes, you will be paying $421 more per month for those 6 months because you have the higher rate. But we always forget to talk about this. Property loss and property appreciation and home value, the price that you're actually getting at. Because remember, if you wait 6 months for rates to drop, this $1 million home is now $20,000 more expensive. We have that $20,000, what you lost in potential value, right? Because it would have been $20,000 less if you would have bought at the higher rate. You're also paying $421 more per month. So let's add that up for 6 months. That works out to be $43.98. We've got a cost of $25,000. That's what we could have lost out on. But once again, here's where we use our math to be the smart person and to show you that it actually costs less money to purchase the home now instead of waiting 6 months. So we know we're gonna have to refinance, right? If rates drop by 1%, you picked it up at 6.5, now you're gonna refinance it at 5.5. The cost to refinance that loan is gonna be about $3,000. That's through me, that's my special price because my current clients, I waive my lending fees for my existing clients. You buy a house with me, you refinance, I'm gonna waive your lending costs for you. So you have to pay title fees, right? Those should be right around $3,000. We also have the cost of the payment because you've been paying $421 more per month, so 421 times 6, that is $25.26. So we deduct that from our total savings of that just shy of $25,000. Well, guess what? You still saved about $20,000. In fact, you saved $19,452 by not waiting 6 months. I won't get into all the details for a year, but same thing if we do a year later, same thing you can see, very similar math. You actually save about $30,000, or if you wait, it's gonna cost you $30,000 more in this particular example. Does that make sense for the most part? Did you catch pretty much most of that? Everyone always thinks interest rate, monthly payment, and that is something important. I do think interest rates will come down, but don't make the mistake of waiting to purchase when they do. If you're able to purchase a home now, do it now, because as you can see, the savings is built in. Amortization, the values, the home appreciation. You have to take into consideration all of these facts and all of these numbers to make the right decision. Because I do think they're coming down. I really do. I don't know when. It may be 6 months, maybe a year, maybe 2 years. We don't know. But here's what I can tell you. They're not ever gonna get back to that 2-3% range. The things that would have to happen in this country and in this world for rates to get that low again, it would have to be pretty bad, and you don't want that. So understand that money is something that's constantly changing. What I always tell my wife when she says that something's too expensive and she's all stressed and worried about it, you can always make more money. Making money is not that hard. We can just make more, right? Simple. Rates are coming down. Don't wait to buy. Wrap it up in the refinance. The savings is built in because of the value and the appreciation. And I'm being really conservative. I'm talking 2 and 3%. I think realistically over the next year, it's probably going to be closer to 5 and 8% appreciation. You can quote me on that because the video is right here on YouTube. So there you go. Don't wait. Buy a house. Buy a fucking house. So hopefully this all makes sense. If it doesn't, that's okay. A lot of these complex mortgage terms and things, they get a little confusing. If some of this went boop over your head, don't even worry about it. Within the description of this video is a link to my website. You can schedule a consultation with me right there. 10 to 15 minutes, you pick the day and time that works best for you. I'll give you a call, we'll make it happen. Or if you just wanna learn a little bit more, I've got a whole library of other videos. I'm putting new videos out every single Monday. And if you're also not quite ready to buy, but you still want more information, there's a link to a free first-time homebuyer guide in the link of this as well. It has all kinds of information that will help educate you, make you more aware of what it takes when it comes to buying a house. Because ultimately it comes down to knowledge and understanding, but you know the value's there, otherwise you wouldn't be here watching this. So thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of the week.